Wils's Guns, Knives, and Watches, man. And this is that their Kelty, man. Red Wing 50, man. So, and everything that you know I have that I carry, not in a winter type situation, but in a 3-season type situation. By 3-season, I mean nice fucking weather, will fit in this. It's not as big as the Kelty 66 or 4000 or 2750 or whatever the hell they want to call it fucking pack. It's also not as comfortable, but it works, and I just want to show it to you all. But what I really want to talk about is the Snow Peak bowl, the titanium bowl. Is Snow Peak titanium stuff kind of expensive? Yeah, this is 15, 16 bucks, depending on where you buy it, I guess. But what it does is it gives you the ability to have something else to cook out of with this setup. Now, I've, of course, accessorizing it now with the bowl, and I got the lid from 4Dog Stoves. And if you all ever have a screw is into wood, okay, and you have a problem with it as far as the screw, you know, you strip the wood out, you do whatever, it wears out. Just take wood and matches, throw it in there, throw it in, unscrew it, of course. Take wood and matches, shove it into the hole, cut them flush, throw the screw back into it, and you know, you got some more pressure, man, right there. And that's basically how I fix this. And of course I keep oil on it, but you know, it's neither here nor there. They give a little bit that there water resistancy, man. And I didn't really get the concept of the wooden, to tell you the truth, I didn't get the concept of the wooden knob when I first, but it's really, really, really nice, because fire really never comes in contact with it. As you can see, this pot's been used once or twice in the fire, and it never gets hot. The wood never burns, this, there, or the other. But you can use this setup, the Snow Peak 1400, and then two, and it works really well for 2 people, because you can be cooking, you can be eating out of these two and cooking something else in there. You could be boiling water, you could be doing whatever the hell you want to do. So you're cooking, of course, with 5 people, this works, but you realize you have to be cooking in rotations. You're feeding probably, you know, 2 or 3 people at a time. So you're basically doing everything double. Do I wish the 1400 was bigger? Yeah. Especially for the size of meals that we do. But just for myself, Mrs. Guns, Knives, and Watches, and possibly, or for us two, it's a good portion size. It's for my 3 daughters, it's a good portion size. It works for everybody, and this, there, or the other that way. You just realize you're doing everything twice. But anyway, that's kind of the way it works. Of course, the pole sits down in the pot. It fits perfectly in the 1400. And you can put your lid on it, and then go and put that lid on there, man. So theoretically, even with this setup, you could be cooking 2 different things, you know, for a single individual, or you could be, you know, boiling a little bit of water down here for something and melting butter up here. Hell, I don't know, just whatever. The sky's the limit. I'm not that there chefy type person out in the wilderness, because everything I always do has to be pretty simple and always one-pot meals. But you know, it's giving you an option. One thing about this setup that I do not like, as far as putting this everything together and nesting it together, is it will not take that their small fuelage, man. And this is the small one, made in Korea. Oh, great. Not that it's made in Korea, it's that they ship the motherfucker from Korea when we've got whatever. Probably had to ship the gas there, then put it in a container and ship it back. It just doesn't. I love I love globalism, man. Anyway, this will not go in there, even though this is the small one. I keep my cover on mine just because shit breaks, threads get screwed up, stuff gets in valves, that kind of crap. Plus, you know, I don't use it all the time. It's not my primary cooking method. Primary cooking method is on fire, man. So, you know, when you fire it up, man, yeah, boy, we're gonna get her done, boy. Why is it fire? Because you've always got a damn fire lit, so what the hell, might as well cook on the damn thing. When we're out camping, you know. Except for when it's raining and we just don't want to build a fire, or you're in an area where you can't have a fire. You know that, man. There's areas where you can't light a fire because it might be unsafe. But anyway, that is the one problem with this. But, you know, it works. It's Guns, Knives, and Watches, man. And if you haven't seen it, you might ought to look at the Daily Show from last night, which was Wednesday, May. No, it's March, sorry. Dyslexics don't get those things. You know, you gotta think about that, man. March 23rd. It was funny as hell. Lindsey Graham was on it, and it was funny as hell. He was basically saying that, you know, the Republican Party's screwed because of their decisions that they've made as a party. And this, that, or the other, but it was really funny. He basically said something similar to, if you were to possibly take, you know, a cartoon character or something, or whatever, and make them real, one thing about packs, though, if you're using down, don't leave down stuff and compressed in your pack. People will tell you, well, it won't hurt it. Right. It will hurt it really bad. In fact, keeping any of that stuff, even synthetics, compressed, usually will cause their deterioration. It's just the way it is. So when you're not using your pack right now, you can see there's some room in this, man. It's because my down coat and my sleeping bag are not in it. But when they're in it, it's very, 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 very full. And most people, man, who go out there backpacking don't carry a big cook pot and all that kind of crap like I do, but I'm doing it for multiple people because Mrs. Guns, Knives, and Watches cannot carry that weight. So it is just the way it works. And if you are thinking about a buggage outage situation, you know, you need to think about weight. Weight is a major concern when you are trying to evade a hurricane or a flood, or trying to get away from fucking, you know, earthquake damage, or tornado damage, or any of the other things that can easily happen in most parts of the damn United States. Anyway, this Guns, Knives, and Watches. Or it's going to be Red Dawn, man. The Russians, man, they're going to attack. North Korea, man, is going to be on your doorstep, and you got to go out and be Rambo. Right. Anyway. Well, this is Guns, Knives, and Watches, and, you know, Trump is Guns, Knives, and Watches putting a real person. Funny shit, if it wasn't true, or real, or whatever the hell it is. Oh, Lord. Anyway, have a good one.